Everyone's good? Hi. Wow. I think we have a full room.
Yeah, Full House. Full House.
I don't know where to start other than welcome back.
Yeah.
I think the last time we were here together, 2019.
2019.
Yeah, I remember you performing and running around,
Round, yeah. At the basketball court.
and we got into trouble.
Yeah, we got
So,
into trouble.
elephant is the room.
But we didn't get fined, so that was cool.
Okay, so I would love to introduce my good friend here, Santi.
Yeah.
I think,
Nice to see you again.
Habibi, thank you. We've been friends for, I think, at least 6, 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
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 I've always been familiar with your work, and I'm very happy to see you grow.
Yeah. They say when you're friends with someone for 7 years, it means you might be friends with the person for life.
Inshallah,
That's
inshallah.
it, yeah, so inshallah.
And on my left hand, Upson, right?
Upson, the goal.
So, to go to the next stage of this conversation, I would love to slowly explore the world of Santi as a musician, as a director, as a gamer,
Yeah.
and right now, let me just say a mangaka.
Yeah. Finally.
And if you guys, we'll go explore that slowly.
Right.
I think since the first time I heard of your music and everything, I've always noticed some sort of illustrations in your cover, and I would ask you, "Who's this?" And you'd always give me some world building.
Yeah.
So let's just start the earliest world you ever built.
Damn. Okay, so I would start with maybe in primary school.
Oh,
So I was like a very shy kid growing up because I didn't really used to go out much.
Mm.
Yeah, so I would always just stay at home. And then when I'm in school, there was this girl who was next to me, and then she had Princess Diaries, like the books, the Meg Kaba books, and the Gossip Girl books. So I really liked to read, so I really used to like the books. So I would write my own like Gossip Girl and stuff. And it was crazy though.
was
it
it
actually hard?
like
Huh?
how was it? Is it Nigerian?
I'll just write about girls in like primary school or high school and like just changing and stuff. So then in high school, I had a crazy crush on the head girl, but like I was too shy to tell her. So I wrote a book about the school, but I just changed their names. So when stuff happened in school, cause my school was crazy. There used to be like crazy shit happening in my school.
Should
Someone
we name
broke
all
it.
your school?
CTC, yeah, but it's like I don't even think it's there right now. Like it was a crazy ass school. Like every week there was crazy stuff going on there, and we had a white principal who like when he came he banned flogging because they used to like they flog in high school before.
Okay.
But like we were so crazy, and he's like, nah, I'm bringing this back, man. You guys are too wild. Yeah, so I wrote a book about school, and it became a thing to read it because you would know what happened in school and stuff, and I used it to tell her that I like her, and it was cute. So yeah, so that's yeah. I grew up really to myself, but then I just was consuming cartoons, games. I didn't really used to, so that was kind of like the only thing I would do. Like I've consumed so much, like movies. Like it's like, yeah, yes,
Your
yeah,
day-to-day thing.
yeah. I'm like
I'm familiar with that because I feel like I relate to you in a lot of these things.
Yeah.
I'm both anime and gaming
and
fan,
gaming, yeah.
filmmaker. So I feel like when I think that first time we talked, we didn't talk about music, which where
Music,
you were doing. We were
yeah.
mainly talking about movies.
About
and-
like movies and yeah, and like
So when did music come about?
um when did music come about? I think it's always been there, like so like I used to do like theater in school,
What?
theater in church and stuff,
Yeah.
and then like we would have to like sing, so I would have to rap some gospel bars and stuff, and then yeah, like you know how you have to do that thing in in like primary school, like maybe it's like Christmas Day or some project where you just have to like be something. Yeah, so I'd always make music, and I feel like music has always kind of been special to me too because it kind of just allows me like visualize because I see sound,
Yes.
like I can see sounds, like when I hear something like I'm seeing sound, and I
You
feel
see
like it's
different
always,
frames
yeah,
of characters.
yeah, like I can hear things together that make, yeah, it's a crazy matrix, but yeah.
Okay.
I just went off a tangent. So what were
It's
we
okay.
saying?
No, it's okay. I just
Oh,
was
yeah,
getting
I just-
to
I- yeah,
to
I
know
went on a
more
tangent.
about you. Okay, I just met you yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So I've seen I grabbed a copy,
Yeah.
and I know you illustrated everything.
Yeah.
So before getting to know how you guys met and what you made,
Yeah.
I just want to know, when did you start drawing? Did you guys know each other as kids?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
actually did know each
We
other.
yeah we went to the same primary
Went
school.
to the-
So it's the same school.
Yeah, went to, yeah, went to the same primary
The
school.
school was wild.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
I started drawing at a very young age.
Mm.
I think I can actually remember the first time my mom was teaching myself and my brother how to draw like Power Rangers and Mario. So I think I actually learned how to draw before I learned how to write.
Crazy.
So that was just my way of just
I know
expressing
this.
myself. Even when I'm in school.
Are your
I
parents
never-
artists by any chance?
No, not really.
Okay.
My mom I don't know why she did that, to be honest.
I think you always had
Just
it.
randomly did it, and then I just like stuck with it from there, and I've always been drawing ever since then.
Yeah, and I feel like what was your earliest project together? Is this the first, or you've
No,
always
no,
been doing?
No, this is not the first, but
Yeah.
he doesn't remember. But in primary school, I always tell him he used to draw some weird shit, or some weird stuff, and like I'll just be like,
I
bro,
still don't remember
why are
this
you
shit.
drawing that? And then he'll like chuckle, but he doesn't remember that. But
don't
yeah,
remember
I
that.
feel like that was our first project. Then during like the Mandy time, or before the Mandy time,
Yeah.
because
Let's explain what's the Mandy time.
so my first album, Money and the Jungle, yeah,
Yes.
during that period. But actually before that or around that, like I would see some art that he would just like draw, and then I would like be like, oh, like that's cool. And then I went, and then I saw that it was my friend from primary
Wow.
school.
Yeah.
So you reconnected through.
Yeah, we were connected to him like drawing. Yeah,
Drawing
he
it.
did like some crazy stuff for like Sparky, did some from Freaky and stuff. So from there we just started to work together.
So you've been doing some of the single artwork.
Yeah.
I would say I just randomly did it because I really liked his music.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I used to drop like art based on artists I liked,
Yeah.
like musicians I liked, and I really fucked with his stuff. So I did this artwork for Sparky, and I think I did one for Inktober. I don't know if you're familiar with
Inktober, like
yeah.
every October,
Yeah,
every artist
exactly, and
rolls
there was-
daily.
Yeah.
There was something themed
Yeah.
that connected with what his music, and then I just drew it, and he liked it,
Yeah.
and then yeah, man, that's how we connected.
So, like, that's why I like what you guys are talking about, because somehow his music inspired your music, inspired his drawing,
Yeah.
and his drawing
His
inspired your
drawings
music.
inspired my
So
music, yeah.
makes sense where this is going.
Yeah, where it's going.
Okay, so now I want to go to the next, or I think I want to delve deeper into this idea of world building.
Yeah.
I think project you dropped had a world.
How to work.
Like Mandy and the Jungle, I would ask you, who's Mandy? You were like, this girl.
Yeah,
and you would
this
spend
girl.
15 minutes tell me about a story.
Yeah.
And what I really love is through every project, first these stories were told when we were just sitting down.
Sitting down, yeah.
And then a music video, and I would see part of that world.
Yeah.
And now we can
We
see a
got
whole
the-
mangaka
Yeah, we got
and the
manga
world
now.
exploring, like how that goes even beyond just like, oh, this is a music video to promote my song.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about a bit world building. What does that mean to both of you guys?
Do you wanna go first?
No, go for it,
I should go first.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like if you want something to last forever, I feel like you have to build a world around it, because that way like people can escape and travel into it no matter what. And I feel like even with your stuff, even with PT, shout out PT.
Shout out PT.
Yeah. With his stuff or your stuff, you have to kind of build a world around it, because if there's no world like around what you're doing, there's no soul. And I feel like, to me, because I write direct, so I can't make nothing without a world around it.
Yeah, it's
no
like
matter how small it is.
Yeah, you're
no
making
matter
the
how-
rules of this world.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
why does this character or the sound or the
Also-
snare is this way?
Also, I'm inspired a lot by Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Where I feel like he tries to break the boundaries of what a game should be like.
Let's give a big explanation of who is
Okay, who knows Hideo Kojima? Just weaving out. Okay, nobody knows.
Metal
Hideo
Gear
Kojima.
Solid.
Yeah, he's a game developer. He made this game called Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding. So Metal Gear Solid is actually the reason why I actually made this book. But like, there's this game he has called Death Stranding. It came out in 2019, and the crazy thing about the game is like, you're this guy who is in this post-apocalyptic
Apocalyptic, yeah.
Earth, and he's trying to
Technically, he's
deliver stuff.
he is
He's like an Uber, like a
yeah,
post,
yeah,
he's like a,
Deliveroo guy running
so
around.
literally in real time, you spend like, I shit you not, sorry, I kid you not. You spend like an hour walking in
to
real
drop
time
something.
just to drop something, trying to balance like the things and stuff. And I'm like, guy, like nobody has this time.
Also, I think his gaming studio is not like the biggest studio in the
Yeah,
world, but his
but his
games.
games are so. And then in 2019, I stopped playing the game because we had so much to do. But then in 2022, when I was making Subaru, like
Subaru
I
World.
would play the game and record at the same time and be playing and be recording. And then I finally understood because it's a really weird game, but like I feel like that's what he wants you to feel. Like he wants you to feel the stress of walking in this post-apocalyptic earth, like dropping it. And when you drop stuff, there's a certain like pleasure that you get from it, like, oh, finally, or like when you're balancing stuff. So I feel like in that way too, that's how I treat all my stuff. Like I want you to like just connect to it in a way where I know how to translate feeling. So I just want you to feel the intended emotion of what I'm trying to pass.
Yeah. Beautiful. And what about you? You've been drawing since you were a kid. Let's
Yeah.
say life pre this collaboration. Were you always world building?
Kind of, yeah. I was into making characters, so I'm very like character design based. I like observing a lot, and I'm very quiet as well. Like I'm very into myself, but at the same time,
You're not
I'm
quiet.
always
You're not quiet.
I'm always like observing people and how they act, how they, connect with the world as well. And at a very young age, I was very inspired by gorillas.
Okay.
And, gorillas, the artist.
Music music and
Always
everything.
music, man.
Okay.
And I was actually a fan of how they interpreted the music through like anime, cartoons, or music videos. And I found out that there was this artist doing the David Hewlett. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
Okay, so he's an artist. He's the one that does all the drawings for Gorillas, the covers, the music videos, and stuff. So I was really inspired by that, and I always had it in my head that like I wanted to create something in that, realm as far as music and cartoon and anime like infused together.
I think what's beautiful is this idea of like, let's say you're drawing, but
Yeah.
your illustrations or characters can be consumed by people that are not maybe into anime
Anime as
or
well, yeah.
characters, and
Yeah.
vice versa. Like let's say people who are into your drawings
Yeah.
or manga that suddenly
the-
started listening to your music.
To the music.
So
yeah.
I think this line is getting thinner, and
Yeah.
we all love like consuming.
Yeah.
We're all in Seoul DXB.
And so,
who
yeah.
started as a streetwear festival, and now it's talking about mangas,
Mangas and yeah.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So let's say as a kid, did you have like your favorite characters, like your own original characters?
Yeah, I have my own original characters. I have one called Pink Lemonade.
I wish I can see all.
Yeah, I wish you could see
Yeah.
those, but I have them on my Instagram page.
Okay.
No, that,
So they're kind of based off like people that are really close to me and like how they actually are in real life. So I just like translate them into like characters and like yeah. So and I really like I have like these dog cartoons as well, like based off dogs. That's actually my name on Instagram. It's called All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Okay.
So like I really liked I don't know the Doberman. I really like how it looks. So I created like a character based off Dobermans, man. So just literally dogs, like in different forms. Dogs as like cartoon characters. Dogs as Tekken fighters.
Yeah, yes.
Dogs as just different things.
Beautiful.
So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, so let's take people to Subaru World.
cool.
Okay. Honestly, when I heard the album, I won't lie, I felt like I was watching. Do you remember those old anime OST videos where
Yeah.
they would put a fight and a Linkin Park song?
Yeah.
And that's what I felt.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I realized you actually made a mangaka,
Yeah.
I can't wait what we
So-
do after, right?
yeah,
like,
yeah,
where
yeah.
are we going with this?
After Mandy, I felt like I made a whole nother project like Mandy, and I feel like for some reason I feel like I wasn't satisfied with it, not because the songs were not great, but I just feel like I wasn't on the cusp of another
You
thing.
want to challenge yourself.
Yeah. So one day I was playing this game called Steep. It's a snowboarding game.
Yeah.
And at the same time I was making music. So then I was playing sleep, I was making music, and then I literally don't know. At some point, it just hit me. I was just like, oh shit, Subaru Boys. And then from there, I literally just started to build everything. And my goal was to make a world where everything I kind of love exists. So like visuals, like a manga, like
Streaming.
soon an anime. Yeah,
Like
like
I've checked some of your streams. I was live.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like streaming, yeah,
Yeah.
with like my family and stuff. And the 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 important thing about this thing is actually like where we come from, because nobody really, it's already hard. So to do this takes like a lot more like time, patience. Like when I told my mom that this is what I'm doing, she was like, "You want to make a comic? Like right now, that's what you're trying to do." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I mean, I would
Did
support
it
you."
take time for them to accept you doing music first,
Yeah, oh my
and then
God,
confuse
yeah,
them with the
yeah,
whole?
yeah. They
But
literally had to. They sat me down, because when I told my mom, I'm like, "Mom, I'm going to rap," and then she laughs first, and then she looks at me and she's like, "I'm not joking," and she starts screaming. She first laughs and she starts screaming, and she's holding me like,
it's familiar in this side of the
yeah,
world too.
exactly, exactly. So they tried to brainwash me because they thought I was watching too much. I don't know, like of what I was watching. So they sat me down and they would point at this rapper and be like, "Do you want to be like that rapper? He's on drugs." I'm like, yeah, and yeah, just stuff like that.
Yes.
But then I mean, at some point I had to run away, and then I had to prove myself. And then when stuff became like, I mean, it became what it became.
So you
So
ran away to Dubai.
no, I
Oh.
ran away in Lagos.
Oh God.
Yeah, and like yeah, so my friend's mom had to hide me because my mom sent like there was like police trying to look for me and shit. Yeah, for like 3 months, and then one of my friend's mom, I don't know why, I think it was God ordained, like because my mom was texting everybody like get this child out of your house. So when she says that, the parent would be like, "Yo, your mom's bugging. You have to leave." So I was going house, 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 and then my friend's mom, I don't know why she didn't. She just said, "You know what? Stay. Like do your thing. It's fine." And yeah, that helped me because I did. That was when I don't know. I stayed there for a while, and then I don't know. My mom just called me one day. She's like, "Oh yeah, do you know what, bro? I'm tired. Come home." And I came home, and then the next 2 weeks, she's like, "Okay, where are we going?" And then I was like, "Okay, wait." And then one day I was in the studio, and then one guy came, and then he had a song with Kid Cudi, and he was like, "Oh, he did this in Dubai." Now I don't want to say anything because I don't think he had a song with Kid Cudi. But yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, you're gonna. I don't know if you're going to watch this, but you could have had it. I don't know, cause dead ass. I don't know. So yeah, he was like, yeah, he had a song with Kid Cudi. You know, like they do this in Dubai. Like he just brought Nicki Minaj here. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was just like, do you know what? Like I just was like, Mom, like let me go on school in Dubai.
Oh.
Yeah, let me go, cause I couldn't. So I ran away from Lagos, cause sorry, from school because I just it didn't make
Didn't challenge
sense.
you.
Like
Yeah.
no, no, I would study something I'm specialized at to get better. Yeah, but like she's trying to make me do like business or become something, and I'm just like I can't do this. And then the school is also crazy. Sorry, yeah, I don't know if
Every
you guys
school.
know. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know Babcock, but it's a good school. Yeah, exactly. Your brother is in Babcock now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's a good school though. Like I met like I did some of my greatest songs there, but like the schooling is hectic, man. Like yeah, if you don't go to church, like you get expelled. I
Make-
didn't go to church though, but I never got expelled. But if you don't go to church, you get expelled. There's just a lot of things in the school, yeah. And then like I just was like, I'm wasting my time here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like, I want to do music and I can do this. Just trust me. They were like, nah. So I then came to Dubai. And then it's so crazy because when I came here, I had a trouble of like not recording because I was new here, so I didn't know how to make like friends or like music and shit. So I just called my mom one day. I'm like, guy, don't panic. I need to use money from my school fees to buy a microphone and a mic. And she's like, are you mad? Like, there's no money, blah, blah,
Again.
blah. Yeah, again, yeah, no, no, that's me and my mom are like this. And then I beg her, I'm like, I beg, please. And then she's like, okay, buy this mic and buy this thing. And then that's when I started to record myself. And that's when I made Susie. Like,
Perfect.
so the first song I made in my life, in Dubai by myself, when I started to record myself, was called Still a Dime. And that's one of my, I think, most popular songs too. So
Yeah.
it's just testament that the first song I ever recorded in Dubai, and here's a
Makes
song
sense.
that naturally like blew, no promotion, nothing. It just traveled. So
It's beautiful. I feel like
pretty
these
much,
challenges with parents somehow are hard,
yeah,
but somehow puts you to the test. Like,
yeah,
can
it
you
does.
actually fly and leave this nest?
Yeah,
So it's like you are also like maybe if that didn't happen, that challenge, you would have maybe done something and then went back and all it didn't work. But that
yeah,
challenge to prove your parents
yeah,
wrong is
definitely.
also puts you
And
there.
I think that's the cool thing about here too, because when I came here, I met so many people who kind of like me too, which is why while like doing this straight off the passion and the law that when you put in your heart, like you're gonna get some
You
shit
get, yeah,
back. So that's
100%.
just how I see it.
Yeah, you
Like
have
I
to be
would
honest
risk
with
it
yourself. Yeah.
over like even Watek. Like I'm with him all the time. Where it's like Watek is like he's just gonna risk the next shit to make the next. Like he's just like yeah, bro. And that's just how it is when you're like a like someone who just genuinely wants to create. Like it's just the beauty of life. Like sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes up is down. It's just like yeah, we go again,
We go
keep
again.
going. Yeah. That's
Okay,
just it.
so what about you? Did you have the same struggles? But your parents technically
Yeah,
helped
my
you
my
start.
mom was very supportive with my art, but my dad no, not so much.
Yeah.
So lucky.
So the funny thing is, when I was growing up, I loved drawing, but I didn't want to do it like professionally. And
Yeah.
my mom was like, you know what? She just sat me down, like, why don't you do graphic design and learn how to, you know, use Photoshop or whatever. I was like, why would I do that, man? Like, you know, I just I just thought I actually wanted to play soccer. I used to play soccer a lot, so I thought I was gonna be like
Football player.
the next big soccer star, or whatever.
Why not?
So I never
That's
like
still
I never really thought of myself as like gonna be an artist or whatever. So I moved to Canada to study,
Yeah, man, that's-
What did you study?
and I ended up studying economics.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to take graphic design, but I couldn't get in. So I was just like, you know, I'll just take economics, but I'll learn how to draw on my own and like study Photoshop and like. So I just got into it. Like I just.
You were the first artist that I heard in my life that says I'd rather not study graphic design. 'Cause
No, I didn't have the passion for it. It was just something my mom put in my head, and I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'll just try and see if it works. And then I tried getting into graphic design school, but I didn't get in, so I didn't want to waste time on my parents' money. My dad was always just being a dickhead about it, so just like, you know, let me just study economics, and then I'll do the graphic design on my own. So I learned how to do Photoshop, Illustrator, and different other softwares, and then just getting better at drawing itself. You know, getting that feeling out of people. Because before I used to draw, but I didn't get that feeling. When someone sees my work, they're just like, oh, this is cool. But I wanted them to feel something, you know. So I had to actually study how to do that, and then you know that brought me where I am today. I'm just working with different artists. I used to do like graphic design for album covers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, stuff.
I studied graphic design, so I know that
Yeah.
that world gets sometimes too corporate. Like you're trying to become
Yeah,
an artist,
it's
but
at the
then
same time.
it becomes commercialized
Yeah,
some shape or form.
yeah.
So now I think both of you guys figured a way to exist with what you love. I can't wait to see it even grow
Yeah,
to a
growing
full
up.
anime maybe one day.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe let's talk about the experience while he was recording the album and reconnecting to start this project. And I've seen so many characters. I wish I had the album cover
Yeah,
because when I saw the album cover, I loved
Yeah.
it so much. But I'm like, I want to know who's
no, who's
there. Are like 30. Who was in it?
There are 11 members and there's a founding lady.
Lady, yeah.
Yeah. So
12.
if you see the album cover, it's like a lot of beautiful characters.
Yeah.
Usually someone would do like one or two on one main character, and I didn't know who's the main
Oh,
character.
the main. So the thing is there's no main
There's no main
character.
one,
They're
yeah.
all main characters because I feel like right now in the spec of like filmmaking too, like I don't think it's good to base your things off one person
person,
because
yeah.
there's different, like it just makes, because the best things are like the slice of life, like when it's like a slice of life, but then you can just portray it in a way that centers the slice of life.
Beautiful. Okay, I would love to explore the technical parts of it. Like,
Yeah.
no one did a manga before. Who did you ask? What is next? This is the first I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Where can people get it? I've seen. I got one yesterday at your
Yeah,
booth. But
so-
let us know more about the process of making it while making the album,
Okay,
or is it after?
It started well, but then I feel like I think it was maybe late last year or
Yeah.
maybe sorry, beginning of
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
We were like guy, for us to keep growing this and doing this, we need to actually make the manga. Like, we can't just make an album visually. That was crazy. Okay, cool. And then we drew characters, which was cool. And then we had some NTS thing in London. We're like, nah, bro, like, to go to the next level, we have to do this. But like, we didn't want to do this on a, like, this is not like a tool to like a rollout or something. Like, this is a book that's gonna continue. Like, we would have at least like 7 to 9 volumes, because this is, I don't know if there's been there's been Nigerians who have definitely like made mangas, but I don't think there's been that many of us that have gone to this level of pushing it like this. So it's very like it's a very important like task for us to do, because the thing is, like, if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it. And since I've done it, I know somebody, it just sparks a man, because it's what I saw that made me do something.
Yeah, so someone else would be like,
someone else, yeah, because
like, yo, I will do a better version,
yeah,
or another version. Or
that's how I see life. Like,
Yeah,
you give the codes for someone to, you shouldn't ever keep the codes. Never keep the code. Just
I
take
really
it
love
out
the fact that you
and
said the
do more.
sentence where the album and the manga aren't helping, just like opposite things.
Yeah,
They
it's
are
not-
one big
it's,
thing.
Yeah, it's not like,
Yeah.
oh, here's a cool tool to my album. No,
Like,
no,
it's
no.
not a keychain
No,
only.
no,
It's
no,
like
no,
the whole
yeah,
world.
Exactly, it's a whole thing. And so
Even when you added extra music to that, instead of
Yeah.
calling it deluxe, what did you call it?
a patch upgrade. Yeah,
So
a patch
I
upgrade.
already entered the video game. And,
Yeah.
like, everyone downloads the new patch
Download,
upgrades,
yeah,
and they're
download
excited
patch
for
upgrade.
that
And
world.
it's a good way to also treat music when you make it like this, because when you make a game, there's some times where they send you like, when there's bugs on the game, because sometimes stuff can't be too perfect
Yeah.
when you're trying to make stuff like this. So it's just sometimes too, you could, and if you communicate that with like your fans, you're like, okay guys, patch this thing, we've mixed some things better, or we've cleared something, and we put
Yeah.
some new stuff. Yeah, it's a cool way for your fans to connect with you and know that, okay, yeah, like, we know
So
what you're doing.
How did it, you guys reconnected? Tell me how that started. You heard some of the instrumentals, and then you
Yeah.
started sketching the first idea. Like, tell us the main spark, or maybe let's throw in what inspired you to build this world.
Build.
What is it based on?
So,
Okay,
okay,
I'll just
go,
hear about
go.
it for a second.
go on.
Okay. Are you asking how like the Subaru itself, like how we started
Subaru
it?
and you, like both
Like,
of
both
you.
of them.
how
Like, did you
did
sit
The
in the
first time,
room?
the
and
first time we linked up, he just he texted me. He's like, he's at 1004. It's like an estate. That's what he
Yeah,
lives
it was like
at
pull
the
up
time.
B.
And then we're just talking, man. We're just talking, and he tells me like he wants to do this. I think it was Burna Boy, you, and JMK.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
some Attack on
Some
Titan.
Attack on Titan, yeah.
thing. So we did that. It was cool and everything.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then from there, we just like started doing other projects. We did Raw Dinner, album art for Raw Dinner.
Yes, sir.
I think that's where we actually started the anime
Thing
look,
from Raw Dinner.
From Raw Dinner.
But that
yeah.
style was completely different than this. I
Yeah.
remember that was like a paint.
That was like it was like
Yeah.
a paint. It was very, it's like Seven Deadly Sins esque. It's
Yeah.
very, I don't know.
It's
yeah.
funny because like I think that's what made me like really enter the anime drawing style for real, because I actually didn't really have the style yet. I knew how to draw.
But you weren't watching anime before.
No, I was watching anime. I was
Okay.
watching, but I could draw like I could draw like Dragon Ball Z characters from looking at it,
Yeah.
but not from my head.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when I did the Raw Dinner, the first draft, Santi was just like, yo, bro, like, this is not anime. I'm like, I actually looked at it, I'm like, fuck, it's actually not anime, dude. So I actually had to like go back, do studying again.
Yeah.
And then I think that's when we started the anime proper. And then the album cover was a whole different, different, it was a whole different journey. I can't even explain it, man. Like, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
That
Was this in COVID mainly? Or?
It was after.
I think that was after.
yeah.
It was after.
So we
But
did,
still, like, mentally, you feel
yeah,
like
Yeah, man, we were locked in. though.
because he did we did a cover first,
Yeah.
and then like it wasn't the cover,
yeah.
and then I feel like I was trying to explain to him what I was, but then it was taking long, and then there was one time where it just clicked, because so in the world of Subaru, there's like a thing with like posing, like you
Yeah.
pose,
Yeah,
because
the
it could
poses,
give you
yeah.
like it sends like a transmission, yeah.
Yeah.
So for like 1 year straight, everybody in the house, that's what we're doing. Like, I'll just go in the morning, my guys would be like, yeah, and then we're like doing. So
Yeah.
it literally became a thing.
So the world is not just on a sketch, it's real
Nah.
life.
So
Yeah, it's
So-
real life shit.
that now, like, cause like we were like doing it so much and staying indoors, and like, so we just locked in and connected on it, and like we just knew now how to build the cover, and then it was just like, okay, cause we like so it's like Subaru is like a smoothie of like crime and horror. It's like it's a bit of like I'd say like it's like tactical espionage, like spy
Okay.
stuff mixed with horror because I really love horror.
Okay. Can we know
Yeah, what
about?
matter? Wow.
You know, the first time I met you, showed me a lot of Nollywood and horror,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is some crazy things I've never
I'm really
seen."
deep into horror. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
okay.
like so it's a huge part of. So growing up in like Lagos, where I grew up, I was surrounded around a lot of crazy things and also the things we would watch then and just the things around us. Like there was a time where like blood money was a thing. I don't know if you remember when blood money
Yeah.
was a thing. So
Yeah.
basically, blood money is like I don't know the science behind it, but if you sacrifice somebody, you're gonna get money. So I think kids, when you like sacrifice kids, you probably got more, and if you sacrifice girls,
Bismillah,
It
wait,
has to be
Bismillah.
someone.
I was
It has to
sorry.
be someone really
No.
close to you. Like,
no,
It has to be
no,
someone really close.
it's crazy. That's the Lord. I'm just saying that's so. it
That's
was-
what you were hearing as a kid.
yeah, that's what I was hearing, and that's what they used to show in the films.
Okay.
Literally, but it was so I would watch it at like 6 and I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was so scary. And then in Lagos too, like the power isn't constant. So like you could watch a film and you're scared because you know they're gonna take the power and you have to sleep in the dark with like the thing you're gonna see at night and stuff. And then I had school the next day, so like I would not sleep. I'll just be in the corner and then I don't even know what I'm seeing there, but there's something and I'm just like, God, let there be daylight. And then when daylight comes, like I'm going to school like not like I would like with no sleep and I'm just there like this here and then yeah.
So you were tripping.
Yeah, I was tripping. I said small kid, yeah, I was tripping.
So
And then
I feel like both of your inspiration, I think it's like Nigerian folklore, let's say,
Yeah,
and
'cause-
let's say internet and anime and gaming.
no, because it's the same thing. So okay, so I don't know who's saying Dandadan here. I don't know who's saying Dandadan. Okay, yeah. So, you know when I don't know when he fuses with Turbo Granny and
You confuse people. Like you can't explain the show. But technically,
okay, no, but they've seen it, so I can't explain it. Like I don't have to. Like I swear, there's like 20% of people.
Yeah,
Wait,
okay.
raise your hands if you're saying Dandadan. Okay, it's not that many people. sorry. Okay, it's not that many people. Okay.
Try to explain it without some.
Okay, okay.
Normally,
Without spoilers, that's what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So then I can't explain it, bro.
okay. I'll
okay,
try.
okay.
Okay, try,
So-
try.
He. Okay, so there's a this. Sorry, I have to spoil it, but there's a part where his genitals go missing and they have to look for a finding or some stuff like that. So that's crazy. When I was younger, somebody was screaming outside the house, and then I go outside the house and I ask the guy, "Yo, what's going on?" And he's like, "His genitals are missing." I'm like, "What do you mean his genitals are missing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah." And then I go out and like he's screaming, like, "Oh my God, they've taken it! Oh my God, taken it!" Now the thing is that in Nigeria, there's actually you can check it. There's actually a thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You're speaking.
If Namdi was here, he would know what I'm saying. It's a thing, but like not the cool thing. The interesting thing about it is that I don't know if it's psychological or spiritual. You know, because
Okay.
I like to break things down in two ways. Like I see things in the spiritual and I see things in like the scientific, psychological. Okay, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. So it's the same. It's like we all have kind of like the same laws, just different.
Different.
Yeah, and
I feel like Nigerian and Japanese. There's
it's literally the same.
Same.
J horror and old Nollywood horror,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
films like House. I don't know if you've seen House,
Yeah,
the one
I've
where the
known
four
it.
girls are
Yeah.
trapped in a house. Yeah, it's so much Nollywood coded with the graphics and stuff, and like the cuts and stuff. Yeah, it's
So, do you think in Nigeria that world can become like there will be, let's say maybe hopefully
it's
you
on the
spark
level. You know, no.
spark a new wave
we
of
can't genuinely have like the most insane horror. Just like how like I don't know what country. It's like I don't know if it's like Thailand or I know like they make a lot of. I don't know if it's
I'm not
Thailand,
sure.
yeah, they make a lot of horror.
horror.
Like I don't know if you've seen VHS 1 or 2.
No.
Yeah, but they make a lot. I don't know if it's Bangladesh. So I know there's a country that's really there's a niche country that's like they have insane
So
horror.
you feel like you can explore
Definitely.
exporting like Nigerian anime,
Oh yeah, definitely.
horror.
Definitely.
gaming,
I'm definitely gonna make some great horror movies.
Okay.
100%. Like
I
some
don't know if you
insane horror
guys are
movies.
familiar, but I've seen a couple of music videos you've directed, and I can see you in them. So the gold link, Tyler the
you
Creator
say
one.
yeah.
I can see the ending ritual. The ending.
Yeah. And when I did it too, like it was so funny because like Tyler them had no idea that was gonna happen when like the pastor comes and is praying for them, and then they're just all like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like, "This is Nollywood."
Yes.
I mean, I didn't say that, but in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, this is Nollywood." Yeah, but yeah, it's all mixed, bro. It's all in the same lore.
Sometimes I started thinking like this idea of world building is so important. Like technically now, even if you see people's outfits, like people wearing big
Yeah.
red boots, and I feel like we all became characters in a video game.
Yeah.
And I think technically gaming is bigger than filmmaking.
People
and
don't really
everything.
know that though.
People still
don't
think
really
gaming is an
know-
underground thing.
Yeah, like the most expensive piece of media is about to be GTA 6, which
Yes.
cost $2 billion to make.
Yes.
So it's crazy. And I feel like people don't really know how much goes into gaming, how much money, but I feel like in years to come, it will become more of a thing because I feel like the world we're becoming too,
I feel like all of us are like in video games.
we're too cracked out. Like our brains, we can't. So I feel like gaming would kind of help us like chill a bit.
To me, I look at it as like maybe not an escapism, but maybe a different version of myself. Life is too fast. This character does
Yeah.
this X, Y, Z,
Does
and I
this.
think slowly we're exploring that through Instagram, where we would see people doing the craziest outfit just for an outfit pic.
Yeah.
We're just trying to be characters.
Trying
End
to-
of the
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So hopefully, and I don't know. I would love to see. I would love to dive deeper in your world, like maybe a VR world or a video game or a movie.
Yeah.
Especially with you, like I would love to see you designing maybe costumes for a
Yeah.
film. Like I want to see it go beyond.
beyond
even-
this, yeah, because that's the
That's the
thing.
plan.
Because
Yeah.
we're just trying to push the boundaries of what is possible from where we're from. Because you have dreams of, oh my God, I want to. What if there was a GTA that was based in
Lagos.
Nigeria? Like we all have that dream, but like
Yeah.
it's never gonna happen because it takes 3 to 7 years to make a AAA game, or 3 to 5 years. So
Yeah.
it's like they have to tell their own stories. So we have to find a way to make
Make
that kind of
ours.
thing happens. And not so many, but there's a niche group of people that are trying to progress media where I'm from in their own ways. Guys are now making like cartoons, but it's still very niche. But like that same kid who is making a cartoon can make the next like Nigerian Boondocks, can make the Nigerian Family Guy.
Yes.
I'm making this.
I want to see Nigerian Family
It will
Guy.
be dumb, bro. It will be so dumb. But I know someone who can do it. Jude OC, he's crazy. I'll send you stuff. He's so funny.
Okay.
Insane writing too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, pretty much that's the thing. Just to keep pushing the boundaries of what we're doing. I know my glasses.
What I really also loved yesterday when I picked a copy, you guys put like a chip on the copy. Can you know more about this innovation?
Yeah, to
how
get a
you
new
went
song.
traditional, took it to tech.
Yeah. How well traditional am I in tech?
You know, like
can I make things?
no, like I like that. It's
Oh,
a book is
'cause I can't.
traditional, right?
I mean, I
It's
can't.
like
Yeah.
printed. It's all.
Oh,
but now
yeah.
you guys are putting a chip in.
Yeah.
Explain why and what are you guys trying to? Because you did, as much as this is a futuristic world,
Yeah.
you're also trying to like make it tangible.
Yeah.
Like you're like you're world building on the internet.
Yeah.
Let's say.
So I would say Jameson, who is my manager, is pretty much like, so he's very into the like Web3 space.
Okay.
Like he's like in the grid. There's sometimes like today he was trying to tell me something about like a mint and stuff, and I was just like, bro, like I don't know what you're talking about, man. No, like I do, but
most of us feel the same.
yeah,
way.
right. There's sometimes because there's so much in it that's going on. So, but like I feel like there's a crazy space in it that we're trying to explore, and also I feel like just to kind of put kids on back home to more Web3 based stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's cool. It's just the small things. It's like how you have a jacket, and if you open here, maybe it could say keep going.
Yeah.
So it's like the same thing. It's just those small things that just kind of
So
add
what does
to
it do exactly?
the chip. It gets you a song that no one has.
Okay.
So if you're like a hardcore fan, you could buy this, or you could buy the one with the chip, and then if you scan the chip, you would get a song. And that's what we're going to be doing with like the stuff we make.
Or
Like
the next issues.
like we could have toys, and then we could not tell people that there's a chip, and then 1 year later we're like, yo, check here, there's a chip and there's something for you. Just cool shit like that.
Insane.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if did we tap into everything? Or
I think
so.
we did.
So maybe I think I want to end it in a way like maybe your top 3 anime or top 3 video. Like what?
Top three anime. I can do anyone. Top three anime.
Let's start top 3 anime. I want to geek out.
Demon Prince Enma. I
Okay.
don't know if you've seen it. You should see. It's insane. It's like a horror OVA, but it's crazy. It's like in Nigeria. It's like literally Nollywood. It's crazy.
Okay.
Demon Prince Emma. Then I would say Berserk 1997 because it's
Classic.
that's the definition of evil.
Okay.
If you want to actually know, and
Berserk.
yeah, just go and watch
Okay.
Berserk. It's 1997. It's so crazy. Third would probably be third would be Bleach because Bleach is just like it's household. Like
Yeah.
Bleach is
Honestly, the music in Bleach is top.
insane. Yeah, Bleach
Top.
is Bleach
Yeah.
is crazy.
What about you?
I think for me as well, Bleach, Berserk, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
JJK
guys.
is crazy
yeah,
too.
those-
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're doing questions.
To me, that's the new Bleach.
Are we doing questions? How does this work? Yes? Yeah?
We're
Let's do
good.
questions. Does anyone have a question? Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, واثق. I think so. Mike.
The members of the Subaru Boys,
Where is it printed out?
and in the store,
Okay.
and they're there too.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
so
yeah, they're on the cover as well.
they're on the cover. You can find them on the cover, and they're in the book.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, it's the same. They're the same characters. Yeah. So I feel like they're
Yeah.
Bloodthirst. They're not. So the thing is, I like to dwell in the It's actually a really crazy
It's
book.
insane.
Yeah, I want to know what you think of when
No,
you read it.
honestly, I got it.
Because
I was
it's
like,
really-
I'm gonna read it all morning,
Yeah.
and I remember I
There's
just
no way you
showered.
could
I
have
was
read.
about. I'm
Yesterday
gonna
was
read
too
it quick.
hectic. Yeah, nah.
I'm like, no.
Nah, take
No,
your time,
it
man.
starts
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah,
straight
it
like
goes. So yeah, it's paced well, but it gets pretty crazy. Like yeah.
the design, like, I don't know if it's futuristic Nigerian. What is this? Like, I can't. The thing is,
Literally.
you know what I like when I can't fully find what's the inspiration, and I like this exploration of like what like
We had to
usually we
make
see
our
something.
own. We had to make our own style,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
inspired by like a couple of things. First is Helsing, because Helsing has the maddest swag in anime. Like
Okay.
the details of their drip, bro. Trust me, it's crazy, bro.
Yes.
You would be watching it, and then like he has like 4 colors in his shirt, and then it's like the necklaces now, bro. It's insane, and that to me, that's what's like it sends the transmission to your brain. I don't know how to explain. Like when you just see these things, it's like it just
Honestly, when you dress up in, let's
Yeah,
say,
like,
you
yeah.
feel like you can be a superhero in some shape or form.
The detailing is
Yeah.
crazy, and then Helsing too is kind of like it's on the vibe of this. It's like it's horror and crime too.
Okay.
And to me, that's I would have put it in my top 3, but
Right.
it's heavily inspired by Helsing. So we had to create our own kind of like Nigerian, but still mixed with the Helsing style. But then I feel like what makes it Nigerian is like the settings, and there's also a lot of things here too.
Oh,
like-
so a bit of Dubai inspired.
Yeah. There's like a shark Habibi. He has all the money, and
Wait.
he's like
I think it's in one of the first pages.
legit, bro. Yeah. And then he's just like, he's fresh as hell. He's just like he has bar. He's calm. He has like a racing company. Like you see the guy going like slippers and shit. Wow, yeah, it's just chilling in his.
Shark
Yeah,
Habibi.
he's chilling in this thing. Yeah.
Okay, any other questions, guys? There's a question.
Because I feel like I want you to pick your poison because I feel like I have a lot of female fans, number one, and I'm highly inspired by women, and I know
Since you were a kid, I remember.
since I was a kid, I was raised around like girls, like I was just around my mom and her sisters, and then I mean I used to write Princess Diaries and Gossip Girl books, so I mean yes, but the whole point is like you just pick your poison because some people want to be Subaru Boys and some people want to just have like contemporary covers, so it's like you can either pick swag or pick contemporary, and that's what we're going to be doing for the volumes because I think it's cool to have 2 covers and then you can pick which one connects to you the most.
Yeah.
It's like a film poster when they
Yeah.
have like 4 or 3
Yeah.
type shit or type vibe. What does Subaru mean? So I have a thing with like naming. Yeah, sometimes I can name something, but it just perfectly makes sense. It's like I can just, I don't know, I just do that sometimes. So Subaru doesn't necessarily mean And no, okay. Oh my God. Yes. Sorry. It's inspired by the car Subaru. But then there's a thing where again I'm like how like I feel like the Japanese or the like Japanese lore goes into the Nigerian lore
Yeah.
because Subaru sounds like Yoruba, but then
Yeah.
Subaru, so it's like Subaru Boys. But then you could say Subaru Boys because that's the car, but then it's Subaru because it sounds Yoruba, and
Okay.
but it's so yeah, so that's why I said like it just kind of yeah, so like we have names that sound like hard, like characters' names like Ganiru. That's such a crazy name, right? Ganiru, like Tijani,
Yeah.
and those names you could actually like read them in the manga, like
Yeah.
yeah. So it to me, that's what I'm saying. Like it just all kind of like connects.
Brilliant.
That makes sense.
Any other
Yeah.
question?
I can't see that light is crazy, so
Yeah.
can't see. No, I'm no, I can't, but it's fine. I can see you in
Yeah.
a way, but I can't. Yeah.
So are there some practices that can like enhance your visualizations?
Are there characters that can enhance?
No. Practices
Practices that can enhance, like to get you smarter. Is that what you're saying?
to get like better ideas, maybe.
Of course, man. Of course. So the thing is, me, I would say, always watch a film every day. Films are like books. Always try to consume some piece of media outside your phone. Just sit down and watch films, because that's how I like got so much. Yeah, that's how I got so much, because like I said, I didn't used to go out. I didn't have friends, so my friends were films. Like I would literally go out down my street and go and buy like pirated CDs. Yeah, like my friends were the DVD guys. I'd be like, "Guy, what's the new P? Give me an." I didn't know what I was watching. Like, trust me, I've watched so
I
much.
bet even if you go out with your mom and your aunts, you're in a movie.
Yeah, and exactly, like I see everything. There's sometimes where like I could see somebody and the person's face is just so cinematic, and then I'll just like do like this, and then guys are like, "Guy, what happened?" I'm like, that girl's face. I'm like, "Guy, yeah." So that's just how my brain is. But I definitely feel like you should definitely try. And also gaming, I feel like people, I know like gaming is like, I mean, it's like something you do when you kind of have time to game, but like gaming is something like you could, because a great game is a great film, and a great film is a great game. You can't make a game without it being
Written.
like
It's a
written
great
or good.
story.
It's like, I don't know if you guys game, if you've ever played like Last of Us, but you guys should play Last of Us, because it's genuinely the greatest piece of media made. Like it's crazy because a film, you can watch the film, but a game, you're playing the film, so it's insane.
All of them are gonna blend together
Yeah,
eventually.
like you're playing this girl on this guy, and then you watch her dad get killed. But it's the most insane to me. It's one of the greatest games. Sorry, yeah. There's a lot. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh my God, yeah. I just messed the game up for you. But trust me, nothing would prepare you for the game. Still, yeah.
I just want to ask you the question,
Nothing
like,
prepared for the game.
like practices to get more inspired with. Let's say if anyone draws over here.
Okay. What I do, I watch film a lot as well, but
But who knows?
I'm usually on Pinterest a lot as well.
Okay.
The referencing, just seeing different, or actually also studying other artists and learning every day. Like I learn different styles every day, learn how to draw different things.
I remember when I
different
used to
angles.
draw, I told myself, I'm gonna draw every single animal, or I shouldn't draw anything at all. I still didn't do that homework. But maybe someone can do that. Because
Yeah.
imagine if you draw every
Yeah,
animal.
single animal. But
Yeah.
then you can't know every animal, though, can you?
Man,
There's
I
stuff
guess
that have not
possible,
been
though.
discovered. No, man.
Maybe. I don't know. And every
You
animal.
don't even know what's in our country, bro.
That's true. sir.
Like all the
That's
undiscovered
true.
things that are in the
Low-key,
forest, we don't
low-key,
know.
that's
There's probably some next shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, next animal.
Oh, any other question?
I'll try and okay. So Battle Royale. I don't know if you guys have
Yes.
seen Battle Royale, where they're like in a high school and they send them on a field camp. Okay, that's going to spoil it. Sorry. Battle Royale, Hereditary, which is generational. There's this film called what's it called again?
Which one?
Alpha Dogs. I don't know if you might have seen it, but you might not have seen it. And then I would say VHS, and VHS is a horror movie, but it's really good. There's part one and two, and it's a bunch of directors. They came together to make a movie, and yeah, but I don't want to spoil it, so yeah. And then I would say a lot of like Scorsese films, and then Greta Gerwig. I'll say like maybe like Yeah, she's insane. She's insane. I'll say like Lady Bird or like yeah, to like yeah, she's insane. And
What about you?
female directors are really insane, by the
Films.
way. They're the best.
I'll say the Matrix franchise definitely. Um, the Batman franchise definitely. The Christopher Nolan, and then this new one as well. The one with the Penguin.
Oh yeah, the Penguin is good.
I think that's how.
Sorry, I don't. Sorry, I just had one more that I had to say. I saw The Devil. It's a Korean film. I know you've seen it, right? It's insane. I don't want to. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, that should be top one actually. I saw The
Amazing.
Devil. Yeah, you should check that out. It's crazy.
Okay, any other question? Maybe the last one?
We're good.
No?
Him.
Done?
Here.
Favorite artist?
Like musicians?
Like manga artists?
Manga?
I feel like I read a lot of manga, but there's only one that inspires me the most, and that's Junji
Junji.
Ito. Like literally, my whole lore is literally inspired by him because why his stuff is crazy. It's like he makes you, because it's very traditional. Like how she goes to school in the city and then she goes back to her village. And all the stuff there too, it's like they have this thing where they can see spirits, and so it's kind of like that blend.
Which show is this?
You know Junji Ito. What's that? The spiral one again? Uzumaki.
Okay.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Solving
Okay.
Classroom.
Yes.
Yeah. And why I like him too because most of his stories are centered around like girls, and there's just a way he draws it, and then he is the master of like horror. Like when you like read his stuff, yeah, like you feel it's always uncomforting. Like you like it's like Goosebumps, like the book. It's
No.
like childish horror, but it can still get dark, but it's still kind of like childish. But then sometimes it gets really dark. Yeah.
Beautiful. Anyways, thank
Yeah.
you guys.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. That's real.
Thank you.
Amazing. I thought you were gonna